I had an idea to do a Bob Ross tutorial, which is why I'm wearing my most Bob Rossy type of shirt. But instead of painting, we are going to do some wood burning. Most of the time, Bob Ross uses a lot of color in his painting, so you might be wondering how we're going to get around that. But actually, he did an episode that is black and white, so that people who are colorblind can also follow a tutorial. We are going to be following the black and white Bob Ross tutorial, but with wood burning. We're gonna be testing different tips on this piece of wood to gauge our shading. See, we've gotten all of our numbers here for all the different tips. And now I'm just gonna make all the numbers here on the wood and do a little swatch of each tip. And then we will know what our shades are for the art. We've got all of our swatches done. So we've got a little key, so we know each of them. I feel like number 4, 7, and 15 are going to be my lightest colors that are wide or potentially could be wide. Those are our swatches. Now we just have to get started with the tutorial. So we shall see how it goes. I have not looked up to see if anybody has done a wood burning Bob Ross tutorial, and I'm sure it would have been helpful if I had looked it up, but I kind of wanted it to just be uninspired by other people. I wanted to try it first with like no information, basically, just so that it's new and fresh for me. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it will. It could come out really ugly. It could come out really beautiful. So we're just gonna have to see where it goes. I'm just gonna be watching the tutorial on my phone and then pausing it. I'm doing a little bit, watching a little bit, pausing it, doing a little bit. So his first step is to create a sky, and he kind of gets a little bit of sky going on both sides, and then he blends them together. Now obviously I cannot blend with wood burning, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and make it light and fluffy as if it has been blended. So I'm going to pick a tip that is lighter. He was going in circles with his brush to create the clouds in the sky. And so we are going to do the same thing. We're gonna go in circles and we're gonna try it out. It may or may not work. Thinking maybe of going with number 7. All right. We're going with number 7. We're gonna do some circles. One side of the sky is finished and, well, finished. I think it's pretty good. I basically decided to just do more intentional lines because Bob Ross in his tutorial says to just let it fall out of your brush, I think is what he says. But I don't have a brush, and I think you have to be a lot more intentional about your lines with a wood burning pen than you would with a paintbrush. So what I'm basically doing is just coloring in the light color and then going back in and shading some of the spots as randomly as I can. And it's not ending up looking like amazing, but I'm assuming there's gonna be like some trees in front of it and stuff. So it's probably not gonna be like the main centerpiece of the art. Hopefully not anyways. So it looks like we've got 2 more things to do for our sky. And the first one is to kind of try our very best to blend together the 2 sides, and then give a darker cloud here and a darker cloud here to push the rest of the clouds back into the background like he said.
And drop in a fantastic big old mountain. Oh, there he comes. Just let him wander around. There. Very little paint. We take off all the excess paint. Scrape that canvas hard. All you want to remain on there is the value, what's been pushed into the canvas.
Next, we're going to do the mountains, and I'm pretty scared of them. I just think the mountains are going to be intimidating because he starts with a really dark color and then he covers up with light colors, but I don't have that option. I have to leave blank space where I want there to be a light color. Let's get to it. Let's do the right mountains before the left ones. We've done the sky and the mountains, and I'm just watching him make the trees and the water in the next step, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm real tired. So it looks like we're probably going to continue tomorrow or the next day because I just need a break from it, and I think when I come back I'm going to feel a lot more confident and ready to go. So we are going to take a small break and then we'll be back. Last night I took an antihistamine because I've got poison ivy everywhere and it was very itchy. I was very sleepy and could not finish the project. So we are working on it again today, but you might be wondering where I am. And I am actually visiting my parents this weekend for some celebrations of life. Next, according to Bob Ross, we need to do some water on either side, and that's what we're gonna do. I've picked out my most gentle tips. They're gonna give me a lot less color. That's one option, and that's the other option. Hopefully one of these will work. We did the water step, and this is what it looks like. And it's supposed to be lighter in the middle. And the next thing that he says to do is 2 little trees right here and a big tree right here. So that's what we're gonna do. We are at my parents' house and they have a beautiful yard. You're probably able to hear the lovely birds. And so I thought that it'd be great if we did our final looks outside in the beautiful backyard that they have. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find a really good spot and then take a look at the final product. Let's see. I like that spot right there. See if it looks good. This is my parents' beautiful kitty named Purdy. I discovered a lot of great things about wood burning, like that you can create clouds, which I would have never guessed that we would be able to create clouds, but we were, and it was a lot of fun. I tried to use the same techniques that Bob Ross suggests, even though I don't have the same tools, and I think it worked for the most part with the shading on the mountains and the shapes of the clouds being circular motions and the trees. Overall, I would say it was a really fun project and I am very impressed with the outcome. I definitely did not think that it would be that good. I thought that it would probably be very basic, but I am super pleased and I hope you all liked it too. If you do, please give me a thumbs up on this video. And I'll see you in the next crafting video.